Hi ghouls, this is part 2 of my 31-day Monster High Design Challenge. If you haven't seen the first part, I'll link it somewhere over here. If you're just now joining me, I'm doing designs for new characters to Monster High lines. The idea is to match the style of the line and feature a character that you think should have had a doll. For instance, on my last episode, I designed a Gloom and Bloom Toralei based on a tiger lily. Now, I cannot find the original poster of this challenge. I couldn't find it anywhere. So if you know who made it, please let me know in the comments. Also, I have to shout out TrueGreen7 on YouTube. I was heavily inspired by his video where he designs new Pokemon based on things like phobias. He even has his own reason called a zone, and if you like Pokemon, you should check him out. On tonight, we are hopping right back in where we left off with the Dead Tired line. Let's examine the components of this line. This is a pajama/sleepover line. As you can see, Laguna is kind of the star of this line with her hydration station, which is how she stays moist during the night. Looking at this line, I'm noticing that all the ghouls have straight hair, either worn down or in a loose ponytail. Immediately, I'm thinking of adding Rochelle, since she has long straight hair and she was introduced at the same time as Rebecca was. These are all a two-piece set except for Draculaura, I think. And most of them come with an eye mask, and they all wear very similar fuzzy slippers. Some of them also come with a little plastic sleepover themed accessory. So using that as criteria, I decided that Rochelle's little accessory will be a face mask. I'm visualizing it as a plastic face mold, very much inspired by the Fail Fix Total Makeover dolls, which Garrett Sander, the creator of Monster High, also worked on. I banged out a basic idea in my sketchbook and then jumped right into Procreate. Instead of an eye mask, I gave her one of those cute plush headbands that keep your hair out of your face when you're doing a face mask. I thought some Sephora striped shorts were very Rochelle, and in my original sketch she's wearing a bit of a lacy camisole, but I thought it would be cuter if she wore some of her old clothes as pajamas, as I felt like that was more realistic for a high schooler. No, I didn't really wear pajamas in high school. I mostly wore tank tops and like pajama shorts. So I put her in a Granite City baseball tee, probably sportswear that just came with being on the Scream team. That's basically it. I gave her some fuzzy slippers that look like they're made out of stone or cement, and of course she's holding a mirror decorated with fleur-de-lis. I feel like she fits in just fine with this line. I honestly would buy her if I saw her in a store. Number 5 is swim class, which is technically the same thing as Beach Beasties, which is also on this challenge, so I'll have to replace day 20 with something else, but we'll get to that when we get there. I asked my wife who I should include in this line, and she said do a goth girl with a parasol, and immediately I thought about Sam Manson from Danny Phantom.
Listen, you, I don't know what you think you saw, but if you do or say anything to hurt Danny.
Oh, don't get your bat wings in a bundle.
His choice was Twyla. When I think of goth girls at the beach, I also think of Wednesday Addams' swimsuit from Family Values, which I covet, by the way.
Is that your bathing suit? Is that your overbite?
Hi ghouls, I'm about to go take a shower and dye my hair, but I realized while I was editing this that the sound got totally messed up at some points. Just something with connecting the audio and the video, like, cut out at some points. And I am kind of low energy during this video because I was sick while I was recording it. I'm sorry about that. Please don't hold my low energy against me and enjoy the rest of the video. Why, but I thought Sam's veil went all the way to the floor, which is fine. I live for the drama. The hat is also inspired by Bob the Drag Queen.
I'm starting my question back over. And bitch, act brand new when I ask you.
Okay.
Is my hat too big?
Girl, you're wearing an umbrella on your head. You look ridiculous.
And American Horror Story. This line consists of a one-piece bathing suit, a plastic tote bag, a piece of fabric that I guess is supposed to be a towel.
It's a piece of fabric.
Sunglasses, and usually a bracelet or another accessory. I simplify Wednesday's swim attire into one piece. I give her a more traditional square neckline with no sleeves. As a creature of the shadows, I imagine Twyla doesn't much like being in the sun, so I gave her a fan as well. I noticed a lot of the characters can sometimes get a short hairstyle when part of a swimwear themed line, and Twyla's hair doesn't really change much between dolls, so I decided to change it up and I gave her a wavy bob. I'm going to change her hair color a bit to a darker, bluer palette. Spiderwebs are one of her recurring themes, so I featured them in the sunglasses as well as the pattern on her towel. I just have a smoky, cloudy shaped wedge. I have a feeling I've seen it somewhere, but I couldn't figure out where. If you think it looks familiar, let me know. As far as I know, that's an original idea from moi. I really like how this turned out. It's a little different than the rest of the line, obviously, but it also screams introvert who was too polite not to show up after being invited.
Well, hey, y'all. Hey, Operetta. Cute outfit. Thanks, hon. Y'all, too. You'll be dancing in style. I know. Y'all better bring your A game today.
Okay, the final one we're doing for today is the dance class line. As many of you know, this line was the source of some controversy due to the entire plot of Great Scarier Reef. Thought Caddy would be a good addition to this line. You know, since she's a musician and a pop star and she probably needs to stay up to date with choreography. Outfits comprise of dance attire such as leotards, tutus, and heel-less shoes. It's Monster High, so obviously there's still, you know, platforms and heels. They just don't have heels. Does that make sense? Here are bracelets and sometimes a headband. Caddy's signature colors are hot pink, silver, black, white, and sometimes cyan. Her looks usually contain things like broken mirror motifs, glitter, and the number 13. You know, because she's a black cat. Meow. I wanted to give her booty versions of her silver boots. To make it more different, I gave them pink soles as well. Because she's a pop star, her leotard is a little more fancy. Caddy loves asymmetrical designs, so it's an asymmetrical leotard that goes into one sleeve into a glove. Her hair up in a ballerina bun, but it's more of a messy bun meant to evoke the idea of a ball of yarn. Caddy also likes studded bands, which I bring into her bracelet and earrings. I knew I wanted to give her a tutu, so she gets a sparkly pink one that looks tattered, like how cats claw up fabric. The brush that I'm using is Caddy Noir themed, and it's by PXND Life on Gumroad. I will link them below. I have a bunch of their Monster High brush sets. I have Frankie, Claudine, Dracula,
Laguna, Cleo, Gulia, Caddy Noir, Rebecca.
I think that's it. I probably have more though. Their entire Frankie brush set is free actually, so you should just go and like check that out. Brush to put a 13 pattern all over her leotard, and overall I'm really happy with this design. I think I represented Caddy really well. Alright ghouls, that's it for today's video. On the screen right now you'll see a preview for the next one I'm doing. If you have any ideas for what I should do for this challenge, please comment below. I'll definitely read them, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!